Well, hi, friends. I'm Pastor Chris Enoch, and welcome to the YouTube worship service of the Presbyterian Church of Marion in Marion Center, Pennsylvania, for July 5th, 2020. I do have a few announcements to share with you before we get started. Next Sunday, July 12th, we will be worshiping live at Blue Spruce Park, Pavilions 1 and 2. I do plan to bring my guitar. Things are going to be very informal. Bring food for yourselves, as we're told it's not good to be sharing food amongst ourselves yet. Again, it's at 10:30. Now, if you've been watching these services on YouTube, I will do my best to pre-record the sermon and have that up on YouTube for next weekend, and I'll see what other elements of worship I can put up during this week up on YouTube. We'll see what happens there. As most of you know, on Wednesday, the state issued an expanded order that besides requiring, and it has been this way since April, requiring wearing masks in businesses, it now requires anyone to wear a mask when you leave home. As far as I can tell, this apparently applies to worship services. As your pastor, I do have to share this with you, but also please know that while I support my wearing of a mask, I cannot preach wearing one. I'll just not be able to do that. That is really all I know at this moment. The situation seems to change day by day. And if I have anything more I can share with you, I'll do that as soon as I can. Now, on Monday, July 6th, if you're watching this on Sunday, that is tomorrow, the Indiana Pastors Network has designated that Monday, July 6th, as a day of prayer and fasting, as a way of just humbling our hearts before the Lord. There's just so much conflict in the world, in our nation, in our own backyards right now, amongst fellow Christians, even, that we just need sort of a reset in our hearts for us and our nation to move forward in a very meaningful way. And I'm asking that you would consider fasting and praying that day as you feel led. On our church website, you'll find a page containing links to materials that my friend Bob Santos has prepared to help us all through a time of prayer. Our website, in case you don't know, is marionpress.org, and there you will find a link, actually in a blue bar that's on the top of the opening page, that'll help you get going. There's as much freedom in this approach. Spend as much time or as little time as you need or as you feel led doing this. The bigger issue is that we just truly humble our hearts before the Lord through prayer, and if you can do it, through fasting. Now, this is Independence Day weekend, and in line with tomorrow's day of fasting and prayer, I have a video for you. Now, my friends, I would ask that you would join me in a call to worship that you will see up on the screen. We gather this morning appreciating our freedom to worship God. May God continue to bless His church in this land. We draw near to the God who rules over all nations. May God continue to bless our country and all the countries in the world. We seek to live in harmony and peace together with all peoples on earth. May God continue to establish peace on earth and help us understand that it begins in our hearts. Come, let us worship the Lord.